It's the weekend. Hey everyone, I'm Alex. Thanks for clicking and welcome to this video on phrasal verbs for the weekend. So in this video, I will teach you the meanings and uses of 10 phrasal verbs that you can use to talk about weekend activities or what people usually do on the weekend. If you enjoy this video and you want to learn more phrasal verbs, you can also check out my book, 100 Practical English Phrasal Verbs. Just check out the link that is attached to this video or go to EnglishAlex.com. That's it. Yeah, it's the weekend. We're more relaxed on the weekend. I hope it's okay. It's good. Okay, so let's start with talking about your sleep. So often, not everyone, but many people, they like to stay up on the weekend and they like to sleep in on the weekend. Stay up means you stay awake for a longer period of time. So for example, on Friday, I stayed up until midnight, 1 a.m., 11. It depends on your age, of course, and your personal situation. So tell me, on Friday, the most recent Friday, unless you're watching this on Friday now, think about the Friday before. Yeah, always, the previous Friday. What time did you stay up until last Friday? Okay, cool. So what time did you stay awake? Basically, the time you felt tired and okay, it's time to go to bed. I stayed up until 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, etc. For me, on Fridays, I usually stay up until around 11 or 12. I feel tired. By 11, I'm tired. Okay, sleep in. This means to sleep longer than you usually do, or longer than expected, or to turn off your alarm, for example. So, Sunday, um, I usually sleep in on Sunday. How about you? And if your weekend is not Sunday, if your weekend is like, Friday and Saturday, you can use Friday or Saturday in your answer. So, do you usually sleep in on the weekend or on a particular day on the weekend? Hmm. Or sometimes, right? You can say, I sometimes sleep in, I sleep later. So for me, during the week, I sleep until 6 o'clock. On Sundays, I sleep in until 8, maybe 8:30. I love it. It's very nice. Sundays are meant for sleeping in and starting slowly for me. All right, go out. So this means to go outside of your home, usually for fun, to have a social activity, to do something social with friends or family, to see a movie, to go for a walk in the park, to go to a restaurant, for example, for some kind of fun. So, is there a day of the week when you usually go out? For example, for me, I usually go out on Saturday and Sunday, actually, to be honest. We usually go out on both days. How about you? When do you usually go out? Well, just let me know in the comments. Tell me in the comments, when do you usually go out, right? To see a movie or visit a friend. Stay in. Sometimes we just are very tired at the end of the week. We don't want to go anywhere. We want to stay in our home. So to stay in means to stay at home and not go out. So I stay in if, for example, I stay in if it's too hot. I stay in if it's raining. I stay in if there is a snowstorm, right? In the winter time in Canada, sometimes I stay in. How about you? In what situations do you stay in on the weekend? Sometimes, like I stay in if I'm too tired, or I don't want to see people. Sometimes we don't want to see people. Okay, come over. So come over, you can also use go over. Usually people come over to your house. So if someone comes over to your house, they come from their place over to your place, right? So basically you can say, oh, my friend came over last weekend. My sister came over last weekend. Now, come over doesn't always mean like to come to your house. It means to come to where you are, right? So if a person is at home and you are at the cafe and you call your friend and you say, oh, we are at the cafe, you should come over, right? Just come to where we are, okay? Usually come over means to your house. So who came over to your house last weekend? Did someone come over to your house last weekend? You can write this in the comments, or you can speak out loud right now and tell me who came over to your house last weekend. Your friend, your cousin, your sister, your mom, your dad. Okay. Next, hang out. Hang, right? Hang like this. I'm hanging a little bit. So to hang out is to spend time casually, spend time socially in a relaxed environment, in a relaxed setting. Not formal, but just relax. Okay, so do you want to hang out this weekend is a very common invitation that you can ask someone. So, hey, do you want to hang out on Saturday? What do you want to do? I don't know. Let's go for coffee. Let's go walk around the shopping center. So let's hang out. Let's just spend time freely, casually, without like a set plan or a formal thing. So who do you like to hang out with? For example, I like to hang out with, it's a boring answer, but I like to hang out with my family. Right? So on the weekends, I like to spend time with my kids, with my wife, and we watch movies, we play games, we eat, we go to a restaurant sometimes. So I like to hang out with my family. Tell me, who do you like to hang out with? Next, check out. So if you check out something, you experience something new, or you visit a place, or yeah, you just experience something. Usually it's something new. So, I want to check out the new Van Gogh exhibit at the museum. Or, oh yeah, there's a jazz fest happening in Montreal. So there's like a jazz festival. I want to check out Jazz Fest. Like I want to see what's happening. I want to experience it. I want to visit that place. You can also check out a piece of media, right? So you can check out a movie. You can check out a new book that an author wrote, for example. You should check out my book that is on the floor over there. Okay. So what is something that you recently checked out? I will tell you my answer. Recently, I checked out... Have I seen any new movies lately? Or have I gone to any new places? Oh, yes. Recently, I checked out the Ripley's Aquarium of Canada in Toronto. It's a beautiful aquarium with sharks swimming over your head, manta rays, sawfish, jellyfish, a lot of sea life. It's a beautiful aquarium. I love aquariums. If you are ever on vacation in Toronto, go to the Ripley's Aquarium of Canada. It's right next to the CN Tower. I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful place. Tickets, at the time of this video, $35, something like this. Not too bad. Okay, next, invite someone over. So similar to come over, you can, if you invite someone to your house, you invite them over to your house. For example, my invited me over on Saturday, for example, or on Sunday, on Friday night. So let's see. Did anyone invite me? Oh, yes. Last weekend, my aunt invited me over for a barbecue. Okay, so my aunt invited me over for a barbecue. Did anyone invite you over to their house last weekend or in a recent weekend? On a recent weekend in Canada. On a weekend. Good. All right, next, call someone up. This just means to call someone, right? To connect with them by phone. So this weekend, I will call up my sister. I will call up my friend Denise. I don't have a friend Denise, okay? So yes, this weekend, will you call anyone up this weekend to make plans with them? Good. And finally, we have get together with someone. So if you get together with someone, you make plans to meet at a place. It can be at your home, at your friend's home, at a cafe, at a restaurant, at a movie theater, any place. So you can say, I haven't seen you, or we haven't seen each other in a very long time. We should get together, right? So we should meet. We should have lunch together, for example. I said lunch because I say coffee too much. You know, people don't actually get together for coffee. We just use the word coffee, but we just mean we should meet. Unless you're like I don't know, a Starbucks lover or something, and you really love Starbucks. I'm not advertising for Starbucks. Their coffees are very expensive, even though they are delicious. All right. So yes, I would like to get together with. I haven't seen my best friend in a long time. He knows who he is. He lives very far away, and he's always either sick or he finds a reason not to hang out when I get together with my other friends. You know who you are. Okay. So yes, I would like to get together with my best friend. Some point this year would be good. You know, when you reach a certain age, seeing your friends like 2 times a year, sometimes that's good. That's a win. So, is there someone you would like to get together with soon? Maybe someone you haven't seen in a long time. Okay, cool. I hope that happens for you. All right, everyone, that is it. So stay up, sleep in, go out, stay in, come over, hang out, check out, invite someone over, call someone up, get together with someone. These are all useful phrasal verbs that you can now use to talk about your weekend. You can continue to practice your English in the comments. I asked you some questions, and there are a lot of sentences here that are not finished. Write the sentences in the comments with your answers. Don't give me the private names of like your friends unless you want to. That's fine. Denise, I have no idea. And again, if you like this video, also do the quiz on engVid. The link is attached in the description of the video. And pick up my book. Okay, I'm going to go down. Hold on. Whoop. I'll be back. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. Here I come. Here I come. Almost there. 100 practical English phrasal verbs. I wrote this book during the pandemic, right? I wrote this book over the course of 3 months when I was at home with my family in the basement every day, like 3-4 hours. It's a great book. I'm actually quite proud of it. So check it out. PDF, ebook, paperback. I am out of breath. Yeah, I know. Aging is terrible. Oh, I'll see you next time. Keep learning, keep practicing. Thanks for learning English with engVid and with me. See you next time. Bye.